This is going to be a long one. We're going to be doing the quest Seeking Your Roots, which involves finding nirnroot. We need a total of 100 nirnroot to complete this quest. Right now, looked at my store. I've been storing all of them in my house in the Imperial City. I'm at a total of 30. This is not great. Not great, but there's over 300 in Cyrodiil in general. And what the unofficial Elder Scrolls pages claims that if we go in a circle around a body of water, namely Lake Rumare, where the Imperial City is sitting in the middle of, or Niben Bay, or Topol Bay, we should find enough nirnroot to complete the quest. So why don't we start, since we're at my house anyway, we will start here. It says that there are nirnroots in both the outer shore out here, as long with around the inner shore in the Imperial City. So we'll start going around. Might give us a good chance to map things out. Might meet a mud crab or two. I don't think I've gotten them all from around here. And we'll use my house as the Imperial City waterfront as kind of the starting point to complete our circle. It's kind of beautiful out there. I took my kids to see Mount St. Helens, the volcano. You can't, because of an avalanche, the visitor center that you can normally go to is not, and like avalanche and rock slides, it's not available to go there and to drive up close to the mountain until next year. But we did go to Sequest State Park is the park. And there is a Mount St. Helens Visitor Center there. And a trail called the Silver Lake Trail. And this kind of reminds me of that. Although Silver Lake is more marshy, but just the view of the mountains there. The Washington Cascades kind of have similar vibes in some places. I guess not as much there as like if you go to the Enchantments or, you know, the area around Leavenworth. That's more alpine, or the North Cascades. But yeah, it's quite nice there. I still haven't found a single nirnroot. I'm sure I've gotten some of them around, but it's like, I think that's the thing. I can't remember where I picked them up at. And you know, I have been getting them as I see them, but I haven't really looked for them with any kind of dedication. Well, may as well work on illusions while we're out here. You know, since mud crabs still want to be big and brave. I mean, mud crab's attempting to be tough. It's like a house cat acting like he's a lion. I mean, it's that ridiculous, let's face it. is kind of weird here. Oh, I see. It's like a little peninsula there. I don't know if you've been to like a really big lake anywhere. It does kind of give that inland sea appearance. I guess there's a few in Washington. I mean, some of them are more reservoirs, but like Alder Lake where our power comes from. Some of it. I guess not all of it, but what's the nearest power dam? I've been to some other ones here. There's also Wainuchi Dam. No, you know, I could see if Cyrodiil made it to modern history, someone would put a dam in here for hydroelectric. Probably destroy some Aelid ruins to stick it in, which is kind of typical human colonial mindset. Alright. I still haven't found a single nirnroot. And it told me, oh, it won't take long. Yeah, obviously it's going to take long. If I get bored here, I'm going to go to Niben Bay. I just thought I'd look here since I was, you know, already here. Oh, here's one. And... Oh! Oh! And of course a crab. I don't know, and I'm wondering if this really was a good place to look for them. I know they do like water. You know, I don't want to just be wandering around. Here's another one. Of course, I'm perpetually in combat. Oh, is that a bandit? You start getting late in the game here, or later on, I guess, and then these bandits have some good stuff. I'm just gonna god mode it, so I don't want to leave that axe because it's worth a lot, but I don't want to go sell stuff right now either. I'm also concerned this is just gonna take too long. That's kind of funny to see one of these guys just kind of hanging out near the Imperial City. I guess that's part of, as you get further into the game, there's going to be just more stuff everywhere. guess I can repair these. I don't know why. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do with that. I should have left it in my house. Or sold it or something. Because right now it's just a dead weight. I just feel like it's gonna just be me wandering the whole time and not getting anywhere near enough nirnroots. I mean, if I don't get enough in this video, I'm gonna take a break from nirnroots and go back to some other quests. I was hoping I could find enough just with the course of gameplay. I definitely need to go sell some stuff once I get back. I mean, I guess I could do the outer part of the lake, but not finding much on the inner part. I feel like the bay might be better. But I definitely want to sell some of the extra stuff I'm carrying. Like, I haven't even been here. If you think if there was a lot of nirnroots, they'd be here. Like, also the unofficial Elder Page stuff, you go around these areas, you'll find them really quick. No, you won't. Maybe in the original, maybe that changed with Remastered, so... Although I know this is mostly the same as it originally was, other than, you know, updated graphics and some differences in gameplay, but I didn't think the general stuff changed. I know a few things did, so I don't know. I'm just not finding anything. You know, I'm back. I mean, I found a couple, but, you know, not anywhere near enough for the quest. And I'd like to get everything so I can just complete it. But I think I'm almost back. And I have hardly found any. Yeah, I'm almost back to the waterfront. And I've hardly found a single thing. And I really need to go just sell some stuff. Because this just doesn't seem to be, I know it says it's one of the places, but it's not really. Where are you? I'm not gonna chase you down, that crab. More goblins. least, right? Alright, you know what? I'm just gonna go sell some stuff, and then we're gonna go either to Topol Bay or Niben Bay. Sebastian Bay. Oh, that's Niben Bay. Actually, let's just finish. Getting back to my house, so maybe we'll find one. All right. All right, we are back. We have not found any, so let's go to the market district and get rid of this extra stuff. At least I'll be rich, right? At least I'll be rich. How do you do?
Ever spent a night in the Tiber Septum?
Also Googling just most nirnroots. All right.
Hello, It is good to see you. Have a look around. You won't find better prices in all Tamriel. That's...
Let's get rid of all of this. I mean, look at that gold rolling in.
That's it.
These liches are great
You
for
drive-
money because they.
A good... That's... You've made...
I'm not Thornir. I'm not gonna listen to you.
A good...
Okay, he can take that. And it disappears when you give it to
Thank
him,
you for your patronage.
but I don't want it.
Please, return soon. It's always a pleasure to see you.
Not after what it did to Umbacano.
Oh, hello.
There were lights.
Okay. So let's try looking in the Niben Bay. There was a map online. That actually shows a lot more nirnroots, like along the Imperial City than what I found. But it also says that the rivers near Burfil have a lot. Specifically this river. Let's go over here. Because this says to go along the rivers and then along the bay. So let's do that. There's probably a mud crab. Sounds like a mud crab. And you know, I'm not. If they want to attack me, they can. The mud crabs can catch up. Not gonna waste time finding them. If they want to fight, I'm right here. I feel like I should have gotten some of these because I thought I've walked along here before. Oh! Where'd it go? Okay. But let's go down the river. Where it is gloomy. Websites that have like maps, like pictures showing like locations, and I haven't really found them in any of them. So maybe it's random. Maybe they don't spawn there every time. I know I haven't found all of them. Like, I feel like I should have found one already. I haven't heard the nirnroot sound. So I think it may be that these are marking possible locations, not guaranteed locations. Here's one. But it also claims that I should get enough of them by traveling these rivers and then around Niben Bay, outside Bravo. Mud crabs. Mud crabs on rivers, mud crabs in caves, sewers, Oblivion gates. And it may be if I just, you know, can't find enough, I'll go do some other quests and do another nirnroot hunting expedition later. Just because this is boring. mainly just a lonely mud crab filled expedition. Oh, nice. I just wish I was finding them more frequently. You know, I'm hardly finding any, despite all these websites claiming, oh, it won't take that long. Or they'll show a map and it'll show a ton of nirnroot. And then you get there and there's really not that many. And it's like, you know, you haven't found them all because you don't have that many. I think there's another mud crab chasing me based on the music change, but I haven't seen it. Alright, there's one near here. Oh! I mean, they're showing up, just not as fast as I would like. Thought I heard the sound again, but I didn't. Oh. I do hear it. Oh! Okay. I think it's a good way to show people who haven't played or done this quest, or who have played and haven't done this quest, how time-consuming this can be. Like, there's no... You know, you need to finish finding your roots. You need a total of 100 nirnroot, and it's a lot. I mean, I think you can start with like 30, but I want to get all of them before I turn the quest in. I don't even know what some of these plants are. Alright, so we've at least done a full round of the river. Yeah, this is definitely going to be a multi-part thing, but I'm going to split it up and do other stuff in between because this is just so mind-numbingly dull. they act like you're gonna find 20 nirnroots wandering around, and it's not really that many. It's quite a bit less. Not really a great quest for money either. But I guess that's okay. You know, you're not going in ruins. And I'm already quite wealthy after everything with Umbacano. Another nirnroot. I mean, it is beautiful. At least in a lot of these places. It's not like Morrowind where the ashlands weren't really that beautiful. Most of Cyrodiil is really pretty. Kind of a little inlet. So we'll follow it. There might be nirnroot. I mean, the map that I found online, it shows nirnroot. Like, there's like a graphic of it, the area. But it also claims I should have found like 20 just on the south side of the river, and now I'm on the north side, and I haven't found anywhere near that many. Bad you don't have a boat. Oh! Like, I think that would be kind of a fun feature to drive a boat along some of these rivers. Oh. There's, you know, a crash boat here, but why don't I get a little canoe? course it's a mud crab. There's another one. I'm just so tired of them. They're worse than rats, honestly. Look, they're the cliff racers of Cyrodiil. Are you? Alright. Here's some nirnroot. I hear it. Drives me nuts because I can't see it. Here it is. It's funny because the rain is just kind of stop and go in this area. I don't even want to look at how many nirnroots I have. Then I'm going to get depressed about how far I have to go. There we go. See, that's how I was thinking it would be the whole way. Like they'd be somewhat close together. But so far it has not been that way. I thought I grabbed it. Nope. Try again. Grab this for my map. Oh, there's a nirnroot up here. Where? I don't know. I must be near the end of this river. Yeah. Yep, I'm back to the mouth of the Panther. I think before the end of the video, I will look to see how many nirnroots I have. Maybe I will do my next videos as to, I don't know. I think it's going to depend on how many more I find before I end. Peril's about to break. Okay. That seems to be the gear breaks fast no matter what you're equipped with. I've tried a couple different things and it all breaks quick. Apparently there's stuff up this river too. And this one. And then around the bay. I haven't found an nirnroot lately though. It's like you'll find a bunch and then you go a huge stretch without any. It's very annoying. I'm in another river here. How long have I been filming for though? Yeah, we'll keep going for a little bit more. We'll probably finish this river. But maybe we will do the next video on the... Oh, a slaughterfish. Maybe we will do another nirnroot hunting video. Just because it is kind of relaxing, just wandering around and looking for them. Annoying not finding them, but... kind of beautiful out. I mean, there's a million mud crabs, but that's okay. Oh, here's one finally. I must have found a few when I went to Periite's Shrine. Be cool as if there's like a waterfall. Is that a waterfall? It is a waterfall. Nice. That is really pretty. I was just thinking about it and then I found one. It's pretty cool. Oh, it's a mud crab. Of course it is. And another nirnroot. Okay, okay, this, the end of the server is up here, so it's not as far as I thought it would be to get here. And there's another nirnroot. And I'm being attacked again. It's probably a mud crab. They start hitting me, I'll deal with them, but I'm just so tired of them just showing up every time. Alright, we are at the end of the river, the Silverfish River. There's two of them. You guys heard me talking about you? Okay. Yeah, I got tired of you guys showing up, acting like you're tough. Nice. 49 or 50. Okay. I think we're getting back close to the beginning of the river. Where is it? Here we go. At least they make that sound. It makes it easier to find them. I've caught a disease because a rat was there. I've only found 19. I was thinking it'd have been more, but no. I mean, I do have 30 in my house, but, you know. Can you imagine how dull this would be, like, if you were really doing it? You'd also have to stop for breaks and find somewhere to pee and lunch and filter water, unless you brought water. It'd be a long day. All right. I guess that you can go up that river too, so. Let me look at my filming time. I can keep going a little bit more.
Do your worst!
Could you even just imagine doing this in game and the nirnroots didn't make sound? That'd be annoying. 'Cause then you'd have to be finding them. I think I could do this river up here, and then that'll be it. finally. You know what I haven't done? It's conjuration, except I don't know. Yeah, I don't have enough magic up for those. Let me look at my... skills here. So I don't have anything I can cast for conjuration. Alteration, illusion, acrobat, light armor, marksman, mercantile. I think I can... I'm going to switch to destruction. Just start knocking the mud crabs out with that, because I'm at 47 on destruction. Yeah, this just goes all the way up, and then you're going around and then back to the Niben Bay, and then you cross here, and then you go back down. I guess you would cross... well, I think Topol Bay has some, so you probably just do that whole loop around the bay, about both bays. Maybe I will do the next video as another part of this. Just that way I can, because I'm kind of on a roll and I might forget the path. And I guess I could go back and rewatch my own video. Okay. I knew there'd be one, but where?
Oh!
Okay. Like, you see these little boat docks, and I guess they might be fishing docks. You see wrecked boats, you see the big ships, but I would think there'd be more regular people out here. Just, on little rowboats fishing. To get... just seems like something regular people would do. And then it wouldn't just be, the big merchant or pirate ships out. It'd be the little local fishermen on their rowboats. I mean, I'm sure some of them are probably at the docks too. I do find the night times pretty with the stars and the everything. It's a little harder with light pollution for us in the real world, in our world, to actually see the real stars at night. Unless you live in a more rural area. I'm definitely seeing a lot of Cyrodiil I hadn't seen, so. I thought that was a mud crab and it was a rock. When they blend in, they do. Until they start creeping up behind you like, oh, I'm so tough. You're in the territory. Then we've got a an Oblivion gate here. I'm at the northern part of the. Thought I saw a nirnroot up here. But it was just a mud crab. Okay. It's better to look for nirnroots by the sound rather than the look. And they do look a certain way, but you know, you can. It's air pollution time. Yay. Can't imagine how it would be like if one of these popped up and you already had asthma or something. I mean, it'd probably be miserable for everyone, but I mean, if you already had some kind of condition like asthma or something making breathing difficult and an Oblivion gate pops up. Probably miserable for the skooma addicts. I mean, that's smoked, right? I don't know. I don't know how they were ingesting it. So the aliens, were they gotten rid of in like a genocide, or are they the ancestors of people that are alive? I don't know. Kind of makes me uncomfortable to think about why there's so many ruins for them. Okay. Oh man, the Oblivion Gate air pollution is still going. And it's gone back to being quiet. Like, it's like you get out of that Oblivion Gate zone and the air is fresh, and I noticed the mud crabs weren't really hanging out in there in the Oblivion Gate area the way they do everywhere else. They were not in that vicinity. I mean, there's no real rhyme or reason to the mud crab's behavior. You know, I wonder if they have anyone that specializes in mud crab studies. You know, I mean, People specialize in the studies of all sorts of animals. Why not mud crabs? And see, I think I'm starting to pick up pace on these nirnroots, and then I go through an area where there's hardly any.
That the best you can do?
You need to get over yourself, sir. Like, you're not much tougher than a mud crab. It's funny because they'll all use that. I thought mud crab's more fierce than you, and most of them are not any tougher than the average mud crab. Alright, I don't have that on my map, so I'm gonna grab it. Alright. I haven't actually gotten too many landmarks doing this. Yeah, we gotten some like this. Can't believe it broke my stuff, though. I have a pretty good armorer skill now. I guess you kind of have to by necessity in this because your armor breaks and it's expensive and time consuming to go to a store to repair it. Alright, we're back out. It's another nirnroot. I don't even know where that is. I mean, I guess I can wait here. You know what, though? I'm going to go ahead and end the video here for now. And then I'll decide if I'm going to do... Honestly, I could do around the outer part of Lake Rumare and then back down on the next video. But I'm going to go ahead and save and end it here. Bye for now.
Music Vine.